Because you're the other side that always gets in.
Yes.
Good morning, welcome to What Have I Just Read with Alison, with Malcolm, with Michael.
And with Jingle.
Have you noticed that we're sitting the other way
We
round
swap
today?
things around. The world is literally going to
I
make
can't
us
cope with
right
this.
now.
Exactly.
It's change, I can't cope with
We
it.
just always challenge everything. We get to come to one place, we've got to
Radical.
sell the apple cart.
And
try
talking
something
of change,
Yeah, exactly. So what's happening here? It's very confusing. We've missed a big chunk, haven't
We've missed a really big chunk. We've missed
Jeroboam, and there's two of them, Jeroboam and Rehoboam.
Rehoboam.
Jeroboam and Rehoboam.
Rehoboam was the son of Solomon. Solomon dies, Rehoboam becomes king.
That's where we left it last time, right?
And we left it with this tearing of the. Oh, well, that was
No,
Saturday.
not yet, not yet. Yes, that's right.
Tearing of the
Because I
cloths.
read it myself.
Tearing of the cloths, and then Jeroboam became king at the end of that reading.
Yes.
He taught the cloth
But
into
he's king of all 12 tribes. And the workers come to him, basically it's a union dispute. The workers come to him, headed by Jeroboam, and they say, your dad was too heavy, was too hard on us. Please be a bit softer. And Rehoboam goes away and he asks his advisors, he asks the old men, and the old men say, yes, your dad was a bit hard on them, go softer. He asks the younger men and they say, nah, if you weaken, show a sign of weakness, they'll have you. You say to them, my father whipped you with scourges, I will whip you with scorpions.
Wow, did he say that?
He said that.
Whip you with
Rehoboam
scorpions.
said
Oh, Rehoboam said that. So they went back to Jeroboam and they said, this is the answer, we will whip you with scorpions. At which point Jeroboam said, right lads, tools down, out you go. We're off. And so 10 tribes go off with Jeroboam and 2 tribes stay with Rehoboam. So you've got Israel up in the north with Jeroboam and you've got Judah in the south.
What was it about the 10?
That's exactly
What
that.
was it about with the 10?
That's the predicting exactly.
Yeah, I know, but when was that?
That was before.
Yeah, that was
you
before.
read that in your
I read
reading.
that.
And then at the end of that reading, Jeroboam became king and Solomon died. Exactly.
Right.
So that was predicting the fact that Jeroboam would go off with the 10
There'd be
tribes
10 and 2, yeah.
and become
8 and 2.
Judea, yeah?
10 and 2.
In the south.
The south is Judah.
And Rehoboam is in the north.
No, Rehoboam is in
Jeroboam.
the south.
It's north.
Rehoboam is in the south.
Solomon's son.
And this is where we get this is fascinating today in the reading.
Yeah, this is very
because
confusing.
politically, the temple is in the south.
Yes, it's in Judah.
Under Rehoboam's rule in
Right.
Judah.
The house of David.
Jeroboam gets worried. He thinks, oh dear, people will need to go to Jerusalem to worship because that's what God had said.
Right.
You have to worship in Jerusalem. And he thinks, I'll lose my power. So he sets up
These
2
two.
alternative temples or places. He sets up an alternative cult up in the north to
In
stop
2 areas,
people going
yeah. Isn't it? Which
Exactly,
takes
the
you back,
force,
doesn't
exactly,
it?
gold calves and
Takes you back to the time when they're leaving
But-
Egypt.
But hang on,
That's
the
far.
anointed one in your story that you read a few days ago was Jeroboam. Is
It
that
was,
right?
yeah, God had anointed him to be king, but
Right.
God had said to Jeroboam, but you've got to remain faithful.
Oh, so Jeroboam has now
Jeroboam is now that he's king in the north, he's starting to,
And he appoints the festival on the
he's
15th day.
starting to
But he
move
does it
away from
himself.
God.
Doesn't as he as well? He appoints this festival. He just makes it up himself. It's
But
not
this is
a
like-
special thing.
And then and Jeroboam's got the 10 tribes, doesn't he? That's
Yeah,
right,
up in the north.
okay. Right, okay, so
Israel.
so again, another character who's become anointed king, who then has sort of become corrupted by power.
Grenades on it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And he sort of has lost the way. It's basically, it seems that whoever becomes king at some point, apart from David, really, it just like, it seems like everyone who becomes king at some point is corrupted or certainly loses the sight of God.
Yeah.
David did some naughty things.
Although he does talk, doesn't he, later on here about there will be this man of God. I find this really fascinating, isn't it? The man of God coming and saying to him, there will be this person, Josiah.
So he's the,
Did I read that correctly? Yes?
Yes, he does.
Josiah will
but
come.
But he's the one that pops out and says, this altar is a bad thing. Yeah?
And that's right, and he sort of prophesies against the altar, prophesies, and
Against Jeroboam.
Jeroboam says, "Seize him," and his handle withers up.
Right.
It's a sort of Harry Potter moment, isn't it?
It is a Harry
Sort of
Potter moment.
Voldemort moment or something, yeah.
And then the altar, and then this next little bit is quite important. We'll find out why
Right.
later on, where the prophet says, "No, God's told me just to tell the
Yes.
message, and I mustn't get any reward, and I mustn't eat, mustn't drink
Yeah.
here, and I've got to go."
A different way.
Right.
To be like the king.
That was very interesting, isn't it? I like that. You come a different way from the way you came. I guess that's a security thing, isn't it? Which is common sense.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
right. Not to go back.
You know, so people can't be waiting to ambush you.
Is
I
this
guess.
man of God an angel?
We'll find out.
Ah,
We'll find out.
right.
Right. So,
So
let's
then,
move on.
so moving on to Acts chapter 19.
It's amazing. I didn't realise that Paul had been he was in this place for 2
Ephesus,
years.
yeah.
So he's actually had quite a long time to preach and sort of build a
Build up a
community.
church and
Ah,
yeah.
that's very interesting.
Mm.
And it's quite interesting how it actually referred to as the way here.
Yes.
Have we had
Interesting,
talked
isn't
about
it?
that before, have we?
Yeah, the Christians were called followers of the way, of the way.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're still actually they're still inside the synagogue, aren't they?
Yes,
Yes,
that's
I know.
right. To begin with, and then
Yeah.
they run off and go off to the hall of Tyrannus
Right.
Yes.
because they're not allowed to stay at the synagogue.
Got thrown out. Right.
Yeah.
Eventually.
And I mean, again, astonishing things happen here.
Through Paul.
You know, the people trying to eventually this idea that these people trying to what are they kind of like witch doctors or something, trying to throw people, evil spirits out to people actually in the name of Paul and Jesus, but the
Yeah.
spirits understood that they're phony,
Yeah.
which is interesting. And that interestingly, that act of these evil spirits kind of then running amok and saying, you know, we basically won't come out, and then beating up the witch doctors, then in itself became a sign to people.
Yes.
Of the power.
It encouraged people, didn't it? Yes. Then to say they came out and said, "We believe. We actually believe."
Yeah,
Yes.
which is interesting.
Yeah. And then again, they have this big bonfire
Of witches' books.
of books. Fortunately, they're burning it. It always gets a bit scary when other people go around and take books and burn them.
Right.
But on this occasion, they've come out and brought burning their own books
Right.
of all the magic spells and stuff. Because a huge amount of a huge value, 50,000.
Silver coins.
Yes.
Wow.
So
It's a lot of books.
a lot of books, a lot of money.
Yeah,
So-
there's a lot of gold paint in those books or something.
And those words went down, and the word of the Lord went up.
Yeah.
With that, oh, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So the word of the Lord grew mightily and prevailed. It's interesting, this idea that the word of the Lord prevails through all these ups and downs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it reminds you that, who was it who said it a few weeks ago now, I think, someone who said, was it one of the wiser Pharisees who said there's no point struggling against this because if they're phonies, it's just going to peter out like any other phony. But if they're genuine, then that will carry on and prevail.
Exactly.
Lovely. Thank you for joining us, and hope you have a wonderful day.
Yeah, and a great week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all happening now. Right, bye. Great.